Gary Lineker will not face disciplinary action from the BBC following his tweet, where he appeared to draw comparisons between the government's proposed immigration policy and Nazi Germany, according to reports. Lineker, 62, reacted to a Home Office video showing Suella Braverman unveiling the Tories' plans to stop migrants crossing the Channel on small boats and said the UK is being overwhelmed. As he reshared the video, the Match of the Day host wrote, "Good heavens, this is beyond awful." In a later tweet, Lineker added, "There is no huge influx. We take far fewer refugees than other major European countries. This is just an immeasurably cruel policy directed at the most vulnerable people in language that is not dissimilar to that used by Germany in the 30s. The tweet has divided public opinion, but received more than 56,700 likes and more than 56,700 retweets. However, others disagreed with the BBC-employed presenter making the remark. Downing Street later described the remarks as not acceptable and disappointing, with some urging the presenter to be axed from the BBC for appearing to break the broadcaster's guidelines on impartiality. However, it has now been claimed the BBC won't be taking disciplinary action against the presenter. A source told The Sun, "We have spoken to Gary and he won't face any disciplinary action. From our perspective the situation has been resolved now and we want him to get back to what he's best at, which is being a brilliant sports presenter." It comes following reports the BBC were going to speak to Lineker over the tweet. After a BBC source told the Daily Mail that the Match of the Day host had crossed a line with his comparison, a spokesperson for the broadcaster made it clear that he'll be reminded of his responsibilities on social media, per Sky News. A spokesperson also added, "The BBC has social media guidance, which is published. Individuals who work for us are aware of their responsibilities relating to social media. We have appropriate internal processes in place if required." Following the reaction to his tweet, the former footy star broke cover earlier today, and insisted he stood by his posts. As he was photographed smiling, the Match of the Day host was asked by reporters, "Do you stand by what you said in your tweet?" To which he said, "Course," and when asked, "Do you fear getting suspended?" Lineker told reporters no, PA reports. He was then asked if he would like to make a comment. The former professional football player said, "Yes, I would like to say something. Very good morning to you," as he walked to a waiting car outside his London home. Lineker then climbed into the rear passenger seat of the car as he was asked if he had spoken to the BBC, to which he said, "I'm always talking to the BBC." Asked if he had spoken to the Director General Tim Davie, he said, after a pause, "Yeah," before adding he said, "Well, we chat often." Earlier, BBC Director General Tim told the BBC he had not spoken to Lineker, before being asked about how many strikes he has had on impartiality and social media. Mr. Davie said, "I wouldn't talk specifically about individuals, I don't think it's right. I think the BBC absolutely puts the highest value on impartiality and that's clearly important to us,